The Patriots should do pretty well on the defensive side of things with that tough defensive philosophy and their good fielding gloves, but when they change things over in between innings, don those batting gloves, they say they'll do well on the offensive side of things as well because they've got some power in this lineup. When you go to a small school like Bagley-Foston and you run your practices on a gravel track, you don't really expect to win state titles, so the first state title of any kind in school history came as quite a surprise. Now lots of golfers are having a good time, but only one of them is really using their head. We found one player using a hockey stick rather than a golf club. John Ingham recently returned from a trip to Seoul, South Korea, where he appeared before the board of the Kukiwon of the World Taekwondo headquarters and earned his 7th degree black belt, making him a Grand Master.
The test was surreal. I mean, we're in the homeland of Korean martial arts, obviously, with 3 10th degree great Grandmasters at the board, at the table there testing us. So it was quite an experience. And then the 12 people that I took over there were all black belt students of mine, and they were allowed to watch the test. So not only am I in front of them, but I'm in front of people that I teach every day too. So a little bit of pressure.
Ingham withstood the pressure to accomplish something he's been working towards for 32 years. He says the excitement of becoming a Grandmaster is quickly leading him to new challenges.
It's the big moment, a lot of excitement. But then, I don't know if you've experienced this yourself or not, but afterwards, it's kind of like, okay, what's next? You know, so there's a little bit of, I don't want to call it depression, but you got a big, huge high, and then you got to come back to earth and look for the next goal.
This after-school class is part of that next goal. Throughout his career, Ingham has always strived to make his students better at Taekwondo than he is.
And that's the true test of an instructor, is if you can create students that actually surpass you. So right now I'm focused on teaching. We're not only teaching fighting here, but we're teaching a way of life. Like our top goal is to stress manners and respect, and also to teach the kids courtesy, integrity, self-control, and indomitable spirit. Setting a goal and working towards it and achieving it and always striving to better yourself.
Something Ingham knows a lot about, his thirst for knowledge led him to become one of only 6 senior instructors in the world of a fitness routine called Russian kettlebell training.
The kettlebell really fast-tracks your conditioning. It gets you incredibly strong, it gives you good endurance, and it gives you wiry, lean strength. And it goes a long ways to prehabbing and rehabbing bad knees and bad backs.
His unique knowledge and skills allows him to travel the world to teach groups such as the Texas Rangers baseball team and the South Korean military, but it's from his studio in Brainerd that Ingham says he gives back to the community he loves. For Lakeland News at 10, I'm Aaron McElherne. The Bemidji State men's hockey team maintains their spot at number 7 of the U.S. College Hockey Online National Poll after a weekend split with Robert Morris. Forwards Ian Lowe and Jordan George gave fans a weekend to remember by combining for 8 points and taking home CHA Offensive Player and Rookie of the Week honors. Not only that, but Friday night's win was number 500 for the Beavers men at home in the John Glass Fieldhouse. It was a special milestone in a very special building.
You know, as much as we're excited to get to the Breck, we understand what we're losing as far as atmosphere here.
The Beavers are off this week, but return to action February 12th and 13th on the road at Robert Morris. The last regular season home series is the following week against Niagara, and I bet you there's not going to be an empty seat in the house. The Brainerd boys hockey team has beaten every team on their schedule since December 19th. They are winning and winning big. All but 2 of their wins this year have come by 2 or more goals. Tonight, the Warriors host the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Third period, less than 2 minutes left in this one. We move right to the good stuff. Josh Archibald fires a shot. It's blocked, but Brett Jenkins buries the rebound. Warriors up 3-1. Great play by Jenkins there. Grand Rapids would come back and get one here, though. Patrick Moore, nice pass to John Skirbeck, wrister for the goal. Thunderhawks down 3-2, a 1-goal game. Brainerd, though, says we're not going to let you get the win. Brandon Wing makes a nice move and goes in with the backhand. He scores. The Warriors win it 4-2 as they put it away late. Brett Jenkins had 2 on the evening. We do have one other high school girls hockey score. Moorhead gets Brainerd Little Falls 2-1. That one, an overtime score. The high school sports calendar gave us more basketball games to choose from on Monday than Lady Gaga had costume changes at last night's Grammys. How about this one? 10-6 Grand Rapids hosting 13-3 ESCO. The Thunderhawks have won 6 straight after starting 4-6, while ESCO has lost 2 of their last 4. First half, ESCO out to a 27 lead. 6'7" freshman Savannah Trapp getting it done in the post. She had double figures on the night. Grand Rapids goes on a 12-4 run to get within 5, though. Jessie Korek at 9 in the first half. Layup on the fast break there. then Michaela Cleveland. In transition, Grand Rapids would trail by 10 at the break, 34-24. They never got closer than 6 in the second half. Savannah Trapp had a few blocks this evening. Here's one of them, and the Eskimos win it 75-56 in Grand Rapids. Here's a killer matchup from Section 5A. It's 15-2 Sabika at 13-5 Pine River Bacchus. Pine River off to a fast start. Tatum Shelley gets a pass for the layup. She had 21. Tigers are up by 7. Sabika's Betsy Olson decides to shoot the three. Boy, she's wide open out there. She nails it, 16 on the night for her. Trojans up by just 1. Later on, Tigers trying to cut into the lead. Kendra Hamilton is wide open for the long 2. She hits it. Tigers down by 4. Sabika does enough to win this evening on the fast break. Bridget Martini over to Olson for the layup. Easy hoop. Trojans win it this evening, 59-55 in an exciting game in Pine River Bacchus. The Brainerd girls had a big challenge tonight, hosting the 5th-ranked girls from Wilmer. Cards are 15-2 with 5 straight wins. Very tight early on. Alex Sauer wide open down low for the easy lay-in. She had 10 on the night. Warriors down by 1. Later on, Brainerd still trailing. Gretchen Fletcher makes a pass over to Tess Rado for the easy basket. Warriors down by 4. But Wilmer would dominate in this game. Marielle Ammett is wide open for the 3. She nails it. She had 13 points on the night. Wilmer wins by a score of 54-44. You see Alex led the way for the Warriors with 10 points. We have some other high school basketball. Junior National Curling Championships wrapped up Saturday afternoon. Alexander Carlson squad taking on Wisconsin. 1 on the women's side, leading 5-3 in the 8th inning. Carlson makes a nice shot on her first stone, and it holds up for 1 point. We're happy about that one. In the 10th now, up just 6-5. Wisconsin in position to steal and win the match, but Carlson makes a great throw with the hammer and seals it for her top-ranked Minnesota 1 team, 7-5 for the title. Men's draw, Minnesota 2 team skipped by Aaron Wald, trailing 1-0 with the hammer in the second in. Wald uses it to take a pair of points. This match was tied after 4 ends. Washington's Sean Byton used the hammer for 1 here in the 4th. They would then steal 3 in the 5th and go on to win 7-3 in 9 ends. For the winners, it's on to the World Championships in Switzerland in March. This is the first time since 2002 that a Minnesota men's team will not make it to the world level championships. So it's been a while, but I suppose we'll let somebody else have it.
Yeah, interesting. Very exciting week of action last week.
Boy, and the crowds couldn't get enough of it out there. A lot of fun.
Okay, thanks, Aaron.
Well, the 2009 Bemidji High School volleyball team will be one of the tallest teams in Jack's recent memory. Bemidji hopes their newfound height can help them accomplish some of their lofty goals. Bemidji Lumberjacks coach Teresa Colligan is calling her 2009 squad the tallest in recent history, which should help with their offensive and defensive versatility.
All of our girls this year they're pretty versatile with their hitting. They're able to hit from outside, from middle and right side, which really helps. So you can run a lot more plays. So that's something that I look forward to seeing.
I think hitting will be our strength. We got a lot of tall girls that can pound the ball.
A change from last year is the switch from 2 setters to having just 1, which the Jacks say should be an advantage.
Well, the girls really get used to just the 1 setter, so they're used to my sets more, because when there's 2, they have to kind of adjust with both.
I think it's a little easier. You get to know 1 setter for all the hitters instead of 2 for everybody.
The Lumberjacks hope to use their height, versatility, and a new offensive system to meet their goal of making it to the state tournament.
The Lumberjacks first take to the court on August 28th at home versus Perham.